where you're trying to actually capture the performance rather than. So actually, when you work with such great actors, and not because they're here, it's an absolute pleasure because you're just like, you just don't want to over direct them. You're just enjoying the performance and just doing the job of storytelling along with them. They're an absolute pleasure to work with. Absolute pleasure.
I remember I was editing Lal Singh Chaddha in the office. Prasanna झूठ बहुत बोलता है. Because I have troubled him so much in this film. I don't think I have troubled anyone as much as I have troubled him. फिर भी तू बोल रहा है कि I said when he first came to me with the script, I said yeah great, we'll do it. Then in the middle of all of that, COVID happened. So we had decided to do the film before COVID hit. Then COVID hit. I was in the middle of Lal Singh Chaddha. तो हम लोग फिल्म बना रहे थे, हमारी फिल्म बीच में अटक गई. फिर मेरे को एक personal realization हुआ, how I was not, I felt a lot of guilt. I went through a breakdown sitting at home during COVID that I have not spent enough time with my family. I had an emotional outburst. I quit films. Nobody got to know. But in my heart I had quit films. I said कि नहीं, अभी मैं सिर्फ फैमिली के साथ रहूँगा. मुझे फिल्में नहीं करनी. ये लाल सिंह के बीच में, रिलीज के टाइम पे नहीं, बीच में. तो I called Prasanna from Chennai. I said I need to meet you. And he said पता नहीं क्या बात होगी. So I called him to say, listen, I'm quitting films. तो बेचारा वो गिर गया था. He said what? You remember the heart attack you got? So then anyway, that episode got over, and then I decided not to quit films, and I came back into the film. And then after that, Lal Singh released, and Lal Singh didn't do well. So when Lal Singh didn't do well, I was very heartbroken. Both of us were. And I was emotionally very battered. Because I really loved the film. I still love the film very much. And I was very heartbroken that it had not connected with the bulk of the audience. And certain audiences loved it, but the bulk of the audience really rejected the film. So I was in a big depression, and I felt that, yeah, I'm supposed to start shooting for Prasanna's film. How will I shoot? I'm not in a state of mind to shoot it. I'm too depressed. So I need a break. So I told Prasanna, I'm taking a break. So I can't do the film. So again he got a heart attack. After he got a heart attack, he made one request. He said, I understand. Actually, you were very understanding person. He was most understanding. He said, okay, I understand what you're going through. You right now emotionally, you don't feel like, working as an actor for some time. So you take a break, but I request you to produce the film. So he told me, please produce the film. I said, okay, I'll produce the film. So then we went around casting and all. We signed Farhan for the film. We were at that time making two versions, one in Hindi, which had Farhan, one in Tamil. You also didn't know this. Shiva Karthikeyan was doing the Tamil version. Yeah. And everything was finalized. They got the scripts, they loved the script, the dates were worked out, everything was fine. And before going into prep, I always sit with the director and writer for a week or two to go through the script in detail. Just make sure that we've, crossed the T's, dotted the I's, it's all ready to go. In that 1 week, I suddenly, when we were going through the script, on the first day, we were sat for 7 days. On the first day, within half an hour, I was like, Divya, script pad raha tha, and we were discussing the points here. But in the first half an hour, I was telling myself in my mind, Aamir, tell me again, why are you not doing this film? It's a damn good script here. So I started having this, feeling in me, and then 7 days, I got that feeling 10 times a day. Nicely played, Prasanna. Nicely played. Nice move. So then, on the 7th day after lunch, when we finished work, I was sitting with Lada and Prasanna and Genelia, and मेरे से रहा नहीं because मेरे को इतनी अच्छी लगी थी स्क्रिप्ट और वो 7 दिन के बाद तो मैं बोला यार Divya, you've done a fantastic job, and Prasanna, I need to confess that many times I got the feeling that why am I not doing this film? Now it's too late. We've got actors in place, and things are moving ahead. So so he said, sir, you were my original choice, and if you're feeling this way, then you must be a part of the film. I said, हाँ, but अभी गोली बंदूक से निकल चुकी है, हमारी कास्टिंग हो चुकी है, हम लोग शूट करने वाले हैं. The bullet has left the gun. So he said, sir, I am from Chennai, sir. We take the bullet and put it back in.
That's our punch dialogue.
He said, said, हमको बुलेट से फर्क नहीं पड़ा, हम बुलेट पकड़ के वापस फेंक देते.
Let's do a master class on how to do a film with him.
So he said, sir, you have to tell. मतलब ये अभी you are my original choice, and as a director, I've been with you for 4 years. And now when you're feeling like doing it, now you can't let me down. बात तो सही बोल रहा था वो. तो I said ठीक है. तो फिर मैंने बड़ी हिम्मत करके मैंने फरहान से बात की. I spoke to Shiva Karthik and I apologized to them. Actually, I told them what had happened. And when I told them what had happened, they were also disappointed that they are not doing the film, but they were very supportive. And Farhan said, you know, I understand you live with the film for so long. Person as a director, this is what he wanted. So I'm happy that it's turning out the way I wanted. So please don't worry, go ahead. ये जो जर्नी रही है ना 3-4 साल की, मैं कर रहा हूँ नहीं कर रहा हूँ, कर रहा हूँ नहीं कर, तो ये मेरी तारीफ ही नहीं कर रहा, तो मैं सोच रहा था कि यार इतनी छोटी तारीफ किसे कर रहा है? I must have given you ulcers, I must have given you sleepless nights, and not just you, her. Because every time there was a change, I used to call up Genelia and say, listen, Genelia, I'm not in the film. So first I called up Genelia and said, Genelia, I'm leaving film. What?
So after that, every time I saw his name, I'm like, oh no, no.
So then I was like, I'm not doing the film. Then I called up and said, no, I'm doing the film. Then I called up and said, I'm not doing the film. Then I called up and said, Farhan and Shiva is there. So now, you know, you'll have to, I don't know what the casting turns out to be, because now, you know, the director and all will decide again. She also was constantly on, off, but I was always keeping you posted.
Honest, yeah, absolutely. In fact, the time that he said he's doing the film fine, because I spoke to Prasanna the day before. I said, he gave a message saying, I'll speak to you. So I said, what's going on? He said, I don't know what's going on. So when he told me he's doing the film, I was like, and then I was like, but am I doing the film?
Sir, if I can add. So one
तो ये सब इतने ड्रामे हुए हैं, तो कुछ बिंदास बोलना सर, कोई बहुत परेशान किया आदमी ने यार, कभी हाँ बोलता है कभी ना बोलता है.
No, sir. So, sir, I'll tell you again, because sir doesn't like to hear praise about himself, but he'll have to bear this. I feel that, honestly, what I told sir the first time I met him was that to work with Aamir sir, and this all of us here will know, is a dream of every director. So first thing I told Aamir sir is, sir,
And
the
actor.
fact, and actor, correct. And sir, you close your ears, sir. Abhi aap, haan. To work with Aamir sir is a dream for every filmmaker. And I know that filmmakers will wait for 10 years, 20 years to get a chance to even work with him. So I did something which every filmmaker would have done. Sir, it's nothing special. You did something which only you could have done, which is backed a film like this and a director. And thank you for that.
So now you're in the film.
So I'll add 2 days before shoot, sir called me and said, Prasanna, come home. I was like, oh God, oh God. And then the twist was, sir was just having a chat. Just a chat. So I texted Meena, all okay. Sir is just having like a chat.
No change. It's
2 days before shoot.
But it's true, every time Aamir sir calls, you have to do a little bit pranayam or something and then answer it. So
Yeah.
थोड़ा time लगता है कि पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है. That is true. Sir, अभी जो ये film बन गई है, and the trailer is looking great, the songs are looking great, ये कहाँ आने वाली है? मतलब I have many apps, तो कौन से ऐप पे आएगी? Because इस बारे में बहुत बज़ है. My mom is asking me, my मासी is asking me, कौन से OTT पे
Yeah,
आएगी?
बहुत सारी theories, you know, roaming around in the media. But I just want to clarify that the film is coming only in theaters. It's not coming anywhere else. There were various proposals offered to me for, you know, taking the film elsewhere. But I'm a theatre loyalist. Wherever I am today is because of cinema theatres, and I can't turn my back on them. So I'm not a practical person. I'm an emotional person. So I've decided that this film will be only in theatres and nowhere else, only in theatres. So no OTT, no nothing, nowhere.
Wow, okay. So you keep changing the way industry works. I
Yeah.
don't know that, you know, because earlier, I remember as an 80s, सब dubbing करते थे. फिर बाद में sing some, you know, we started recording sound on set, live sound, which you changed from Lagan, I think. People used to work in different schedules, you know, break up the film. You started working in one schedule. So you keep changing the way industry is working. Do you think this of not going on OTT and coming only in theaters is also something that the industry will take as a way forward?
According to me, I may be wrong or I may be right, but according to me, we have been taking decisions which have been going against us. the theatrical business in a country like India where people love movies. You know, cricket and movies is considered a religion in India. That's how we often describe it. It's very sad for me to see that theatrical business is dropping consistently. And I don't think that's a... lot of people have a lot of theories. One of the theories is कि हिंदी फिल्में आजकल अच्छी नहीं बनती, उन लोगों का क्वालिटी नीचे गया है। 10 साल पहले कुछ अलग था क्या? 20 साल पहले कुछ अलग था क्या? 30 साल पहले कुछ अलग था क्या? नहीं, मोरलेस हम लोग वही क्वालिटी बना रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे हम लोग इम्प्रूव हो रहे हैं। I feel we've been making better films only. So in general, I'm saying, in general, our quality of filmmaking has not dramatically changed. Suddenly हम लोग कुछ उल्टा कैमरा लेके शॉट नहीं ले रहे हैं. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't think that is a big shift. Yes, there will be good films, there will be bad films, and you know that is going on. And even as we speak, there have been successful films very recently. That's not a big shift. मतलब क्या बोलते हैं वो T से वर्ड है ना, टेक्टोनिक शिफ्ट. ना, वो टेक्टोनिक शिफ्ट नहीं है. वो होते रहता है. कभी अच्छी फिल्में बनती है, कभी अच्छी फिल्में नहीं बनती. Really, टेक्टोनिक शिफ्ट था when we decided to, you know, cut the window down because of COVID and all these things. I understand it happened for various reasons. But that was a very, not a good step that we as an industry took, that we're reducing the window from theatres when you come on to OTT. It just doesn't make sense. And today we are scratching our heads and wondering what has happened to the business. Actually, it's common sense. Because if I'm selling you something, and I tell you, please buy this from me, and if you don't buy it, I'll drop it at your house after 8 weeks. This is our business model right now. I don't know of any product in the world that is sold this way. खरीद लो, मतलब कोक वाले कभी नहीं बोलते कोक बॉटल खरीदो, नहीं खरीदोगे तो हम आपके 8 हफ्ते बाद ड्रॉप करके जाएंगे घर पे. कोई गाड़ी खरीद रहे हो आप, manufacturer doesn't tell you buy it, and if you don't, I'll drop it at your house after 8 weeks. I'm just trying to explain to you, this is our model. Our model is that if you don't buy what I'm offering, it's coming free to you in any case. How can you run a business like that? Which business is going to survive? Forget films. It's common sense. No business is going to survive like this. So I'm trying to reverse that. I'm trying my level best to reverse that. I feel that at least I'm not going to do that. I strongly believe I have full loyalty for theatres. I have full confidence in theatres. And I have full trust and confidence in my audience. So I trust my audience. According to me, if the film is good and people like the film, then it will do well in theatres. So I trust my audience that they are an audience which will like to see good content. And that's my belief. I could be right, I could be wrong. We'll get to know in 2 weeks.
I'm dying to watch on the next time.
So I'm very clear that theatre is my place and that's where I'm going to be, nowhere else.
So जो पोस्टर पे लिखा है इन सिनेमाज ओनली,
वो ओनली मैंने बड़ा किया था,
हाँ,
उसी वजह से कि ओनली मुझे
In
मालूम था आगे
cinemas
तक
only.
कंफ्यूजन होने वाला है. सब लोग see a lot of people are trying to create confusion also. You must remember that. So don't be confused. In theatres only.
20th June. So Taare Zameen par in theatres only 20th June. Sir, in the past 25, I think it's the 25th year of Aamir Khan Productions.
It is in June. Next June it will complete 25.
25 years of Aamir Khan Productions. I think you've given break to about 9 directors. 8
Oh,
or 9
have I?
directors. Yeah, 8 or 9 directors. And I was making a list, but it's too long to count. Several actors. You've given a break to several newcomers, several actors, several directors. And in this film,
I don't agree. I don't give breaks to people. I want you to understand what I'm saying. मैं किसी को ब्रेक नहीं दे रहा हूँ. मैं अपनी फिल्म बना रहा हूँ. और अपनी फिल्म में जो सही है वही रहेगा. मैं उसको ब्रेक नहीं दे रहा हूँ. वो मेरे लिए काम कर रहा है. When I'm casting, when we are casting for लापता ladies and we cast the cast that we did, I'm not doing them any favor. मैं थोड़ी उनका करियर बना रहा हूँ. मैं अपनी फिल्म बना रहा हूँ भाई. और वो बहुत सूटेबल है मेरी फिल्म के लिए, तो वो मेरी फिल्म में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. मैं उनको थैंक यू बोलता हूँ. मैं कौन सा ब्रेक दे रहा हूँ उनको? I don't look at it like that.
See, but that's like really nice of you. I
No,
don't-
but I'm telling you honestly, I'm not interested in giving anyone breaks.
Yeah, but that's very sweet of you.
I'm actually only making my films and I'm getting people
Sir,
who are
if-
good for the films.
If I may interrupt, sir.
I didn't give you a break because you're my friend or something. लोग क्या लगता है बड़ा इमोशनल हो रहा है.
Yeah, I'm like,
वो तो मुझे सीक्रेट सुपारी की स्क्रिप्ट अच्छी लगी थी.
You grow कर रहे थे.
मेरे को भी बनानी थी. हाँ मैं थोड़ी ब्रेक दे रहा हूँ तुझे.
Yes, sir, if I may quickly interrupt, I think the very fact that this is what sir really believes, but as a person from, like having done one film like Shubhankar, and then the kind of openness with which you look for talent and you kind of empower talent irrespective of where they come from.
That's true, yeah, that's
That is indeed special, and we want to celebrate that.
That's true.
Can we? Since you said no.
So thank you for giving us an opportunity, giving us a platform.
Yes,
to a lot of new people.
Absolutely.
I know that I don't think personally that a film like Secret Superstar, another producer would have made it the way you did. Give me the kind of empowerment like he did.
Same here.
So we do love you.
Same here.
We do feel like that song that Javed Saab wrote was about you.
Which one?
Oh, Palanhare, Nirgun Palyare, Tumre Bin. So, no, the question I was asking is that इस फिल्म में 10 नए एक्टर्स को लॉन्च करना है.
हाँ.
आपको ब्रेक नहीं है, अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहे हैं, लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं.
One of those
I want
10,
to talk about those.
who's from Kerala, one of those 10 who's from Kerala, he has acted before in a Malayalam film. I think 2 Malayalam films he's done.
Wow.
But this is his first Hindi film. And the other 9 are acting for the first time in any film.
So what was that like? What was that casting process like? Was that?
Well, we actually followed a pretty regular casting that we do for any film. So we had Tess who was casting for the neurodivergent characters. And she went through casting like we would do for any other part. You try and, put on camera as many people as you can. And then the director and the, casting director and me, the 3 of us sat down and we decided that, selected out. So that's a normal casting process. After normal casting process, they went through workshops, which all of us go through. I also do readings and workshops. And then on set, we came and shot with them, and I have to say, a lot of people keep asking me this, कि आपको बहुत time लगा होगा, that's what उनके साथ काम करके तकलीफ हुई होगी, उनको line याद नहीं होगा, वो shot देने के लिए time लगाते होंगे. बिल्कुल नहीं. जितना time neurotypical आदमी लगाता है, उतना ही time इन्होंने लगाया है. और मुझे तो कहीं experience नहीं हुआ कि हम लोग रुके हुए हैं, शॉट रुका हुआ है, किसी से शॉट नहीं हो रहा है. एक दफा नहीं हुआ पूरी फिल्म, एक दफा नहीं हुआ. इनफैक्ट इट वाज सो स्मूथ शूटिंग विद देम. उनका ईगो नहीं है, बड़े खुश आते हैं. दे आर वेरी एक्साइटेड दैट दे आर डूइंग अ फिल्म. दे आर आइडियल टीम प्लेयर्स. जो अपन बोलते हैं ना टीम प्लेयर, कि टीम के लिए कुछ भी करेंगे. दैट्स दीज 10 पीपल. So according to me, it was a dream working with them, and I would go further to say that by the time we were ending the shoot, we were in Baroda, we were shooting the climax over there. And it suddenly occurred to me, and I told somebody asked me, how has it been working with them? And then I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? On every film of ours, there are so many creative people working together. And when creative minds collide, there is egos at work. Sometimes people feel emotional about certain things. The director gets upset with the DOP gets upset with the production designer gets upset with the costume person gets upset with sound gets upset with everybody, as we know. तो होता क्या है कि कुछ ना कुछ अनबन तो होती है ना सेट पे भाई. आप एक साथ में काम कर रहे हो, इतने लोग साथ में काम कर रहे हो. इस फिल्म में एक दफा भी नहीं हुआ. And I pointed it out to Prasanna and everyone, and I said, have you noticed the film is over? Not one thing has happened. And you know why that's happened? According to me, it's because of these 10. Because when they come on set, they come with such a positive energy. They come with so much love. They come with so much happiness. There's joy. यार हम लोग क्या कुछ नहीं कर लेते, फिर भी हम लोग स्ट्रेस रहते हैं, उदास रहते हैं. They are happy. And that is so infectious that right from the spot boy to the director, all of us get affected by that. So nobody wants to misbehave in front of them. मैं उनके सामने misbehave नहीं करूँगा. आवाज ऊंची करके बात की, वो उसको क्या लगेगा? तो all of us actually they bring out the best in each one of us. That is my observation. So in answer to your question, that was my experience. Am I right?
Yes, sir. In fact, when we were discussing that we will be going with real people, it was sir who gave me the confidence, because see, I have not ever done a casting process this big before. I was looking forward to sir to give me the confidence like in Dangal and Secret Superstar and all that too. So sir said one thing. My thing was, I knew we would find quality people, but the scale at which even 10 people, sir, also the opponent teams and all that.
Yes.
So it was sir who said, to Bombay Aja, we'll start the process and it will happen. And over like 10 months or 8 months,
In fact, you see, so 10 of them are the lead characters who are neurodivergent, people with who are neurodivergent. But we have at least 100 more, if I'm not mistaken, roughly.
Roughly about
Because
100.
each team they play against has got 10 players. तो सारे लोग जो हैं वो neurodivergent हैं. So we have a lot of neurodivergent actors in the film, and never one day also I didn't have a problem. I don't think he had one problem anymore.
No, sir.
Not at all.
And the other thing was that all of
बल्कि
them-
ऐसी बाकी फिल्मों में मुझे कई दफा प्रॉब्लम हुई है जो बोलना नहीं चाहिए. But नहीं, इस फिल्म में बिल्कुल नहीं.
I just want to publicly say what a privilege it is to have a producer like Aamir Productions and Aamir sir who backs you all the way, who does all of this for the film. I don't think anyone else would do.
Advait, I'll just
It's-
again add, sir, you can close it, please.
it's really
It's important. It's important for other directors and students in the whole casting process, right? I was giving confidence to my whole team, right? But who's the person giving confidence to the director? Okay, I got 4, I got 5, but will I get, you know? He was the one who's always saying, no, ho jayega, throw. And that is the place where the magic actually happens. Like the Sitaare are the beating heart of the film.
They are the life of the film.
They're the life of the film. So, and also their parents, I think all of them, the fact that they love Taare Zameen Par, they have actually, Taare Zameen Par has affected their lives. So they have a lot of love for Taare Zameen Par and you. And that actually, sir, you don't know this one particular thing. We reached out to all of them. The first thing they said is if it's Aamir Productions, then every door open.
That's
Every single, because they're very particular about, they were not very open for film, something like that, because it could be exploitative. And only when they realized it's an Aamir Khan production, then it was all the doors got open for Tess and Anmol.
No, that's true. I feel like, firstly, I feel like Taare Zameen Par is not a film, it's an emotion. And everyone connects with it at a very deeper level. And even I agree with what you said, is that Aamir Khan Productions really just saying that you're making a film with them opens doors, whether it's casting.
यार मेरी बात लोग ज्यादा कर रहे हो, कुछ और बोल
सर
रहे
मैं आपको
हैं.
बता रहा हूँ, मुझे मतलब घर रेंट पे मिल गया बिकॉज मैंने कहा मैं आमिर खान प्रोडक्शन वरना फिल्म वालों को नहीं मिलता पता. सो योर तारे ज़मीन पर का टैगलाइन वाज एवरी चाइल्ड इज स्पेशल. इसका है सबका अपना अपना नाम. And I just want to know what is that one quirk that Aamir sir has. जो सबको quirk लगता है but उनके लिए normal as people who go to film.
Jenny, you want to go first?
Is that in general or in
Yeah, in
In real
general.
life,
In real life. Tell me something that's quirky about him, but it's normal for him.
for me it's normal, but it's for you it's not normal. It's strange for you.
No, I mean, you're not. When you message, you'll message after 2 days.
Only replies after 2 days.
I reply after 2 days.
Sometimes 3 days.
Not bad है. 2-3 दिन में आ सकता है.
उसमें कोक है क्या?
So मैंने एक बता.
You go first.
Because also इसमें I think है there's a character who doesn't bathe. Is that inspired by Aamir?
Direct.
There's a character who doesn't bathe. Is that inspired by Aamir? Because वो देखा मैंने trailer.
What nonsense.
So this trailer में देख के लगता है
तू बता कोक
हाँ,
क्या
so you were
है?
saying something.
Sir, one thing which is very normal for sir is the fact that I think he gives his more than 100% and he expects that from everyone, which I love and all of us love. But for someone else, it might seem like, oh,
क्या कर रहा है?
that's, oh, and like, what else do you expect from, like, he's Aamir Khan, what else were you like expecting? So I
We've
think,
not got the quote. We've got only praise for Aamir.
yeah, it could be a quirk. It's a quirk. No,
We
sir.
love you sir. मैं
कोक
को पालन
मैं
माने.
बताता हूँ. कोक ये होता है, for example, I can't travel without my pillow.
That's true.
Now that's a quirk for me.
I know what Gulshan's quote is.
Gulshan's character.
Gulshan's character.
That is.
But say
That I
I
built into the
think-
character. He's constantly.
You should
catching-
tell about that, sir.
Yeah, so there are 2-3 things I've done in the film, which I felt were very right for Gulshan. He's constantly frustrated and he's constantly getting, he's out of his depths. So scratching his head was one thing which I, really added as a gesture. And the other thing I've done is I've kept an open mouth in the film. उसका mouth खुला रहता है. He always open mouth. I don't know, that's a quote.
Gesture of a coach also. The body language of a coach you picked up and
Yeah. No, but these are the two major things that I think, because I feel the mouth of a person changes your personality. Your mouth changes your personality. अगर मैं ऐसे होगा तो मेरी पर्सनैलिटी हो जाएगी. ये माउथ मेरा ऐसा होगा. In PK, if you remember, my mouth was like a chonch, you know. It was little popping out. So I feel that the mouth of a person changes the personality of the person completely. ऐसे अगर मेरा माउथ में कहते हैं मैं अलग इंसान हो गया, you know. So mouth really changes the personality of a person. ज़्यादा serious हो गया.
No, I've heard that Genelia at a party recently did an Aamir sir impression, a mimicry, and brought the house. Yeah, do enough for us, please.
मेरी मिमिक्री कर रहे हो आप लोग?
Please come on.
मेरे पीठ पीछे.
No, absolutely not. I've never done it.
नहीं मस्ती करो, मेरे को दिखाओ ना. I love it here. नहीं दिखाओ.
Yeah, all your reels are all too good, yeah.
No. No. That we need Ritesh.
So last
Actually, the 10 Sitaaras, they do my mimicry.
Yeah. So we should have
एक दफा मैं डायलॉग भूल गया तो मैंने बोला सॉरी यार वन मोर सॉरी मैं डायलॉग भूल गया. तो आशीष जो है बोलता है कोई बात नहीं सर, बड़े लाख ऐसी छोटी गलतियां होती हैं. बड़े लोगों के साथ ऐसी छोटी गलतियां होती हैं.
So one last question and we move on to audience questions.
Sure.
There's a lot of trolling happening today online. मतलब आप जिम से कैसे वॉक करके निकले, आपने क्या बोला क्या नहीं बोला, what trolling online. So how do you guys, all three of you, deal with it? How should one deal with trolling?
Well, I personally ignore trolling. You know what actually a troll means? You can look up on Google and all, you can check it out. What is the meaning of? Have you seen Lord of the Rings? So in Lord of the Rings, there's a troll army. So you can see what they look like also. हम लोग imagination छोड़ा नहीं है. Troll जो है ना, वो आदमी होता है जिसकी बुद्धि थोड़ी, ये मैं definition बता रहा हूँ कि actually troll क्या होता है. उसकी बुद्धि थोड़ी कम होती है. और उसको जो चीज दिखती है सामने, कुछ भी हो सकता है, वो जो भी उसको सामने दिखता है उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करना है. द ट्रोल वांट्स टू डिस्ट्रॉय एनीथिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम. जिस पे उसकी नजर पड़ी वो उसको खत्म करेगा, डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा, अटैक करेगा. दैट्स इफ यू सी लॉर्ड ऑफ द रिंग्स यू विल नोटिस दैट. सो दैट्स व्हाट अ ट्रोल इज. सो आई थिंक दैट द term troll is given to certain personalities who are behaving in this manner. That's why I'm assuming the name got coined. Otherwise, some other name would have come. So that name has come troll. So now, I don't know how to react to a person who's behaving like a troll. He may not actually be a troll, but anyone behaving like a troll, I would probably just ignore the person. Yeah, because I don't think my audience or a regular person feels that way. A regular person, even when you go into reactions for films and all that, so you can make out ये troll है और ये normal आदमी है भाई, ये troll नहीं है. वो ट्रोल खाली बोलेगा बॉयकॉट, फटा, धमका, ये वो, just only negative things will be put in. उसने फिल्म देखी भी नहीं, उसने ट्रेलर देखा भी नहीं. Not just for my film, so I'm saying for everyone's work. So a lot of people in society, not just actors and film people, but across professions, that you notice that people are getting attacked for no reason at all. What surprises me is that why are people reacting to it? Because that's a troll, not saying अगर कोई समझदार आदमी बोलता तो मुझे फिक्र होती. हाँ, तो मुझे फिक्र होती अगर कोई समझदार आदमी ऐसा बोल रहा है. लेकिन ट्रोल बोल रहे हैं तो आप लोग क्यों उसका नोटिस क्यों ले रहे हो? And I don't think that has an impact. I remember that when our film released, Lal Singh Chanda, we went through massive trolling, and we had a post-mortem after the release of the film a few weeks later to understand what went wrong. Abhi bhi ro raha hai bechara. So we went through that post-mortem, and I remember there were some 30 of us in the room from different departments, creative, distribution, marketing, exhibition, and each one gave their reason. And if I remember correctly, almost everyone, in fact everyone did say that the film got a very raw deal because it got trolled very badly. And that's why the film didn't do well. This is what each one's, you remember, you also had felt the same thing. I disagreed with all of you all, if you remember. And I'll tell you why. According to me, the film did not do well, Lal Singh Chanda, because it did not connect with people. And everyone disagreed with me and they said, नहीं इतनी ट्रोलिंग थी, इतना नेगेटिविटी हमने किसी फिल्म के लिए आज तक देखी नहीं है. I said वो सही है, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि ज़्यादा नहीं हुई थी, बहुत ज़्यादा हुई थी ट्रोलिंग. लेकिन उसी दिन आप इमेजिन करो कि लाल सिंह नहीं लगी, वही ट्रोलिंग के साथ, सेम लेवल ऑफ ट्रोलिंग. लाल सिंह डज नॉट रिलीज, 3 Idiots releases. Would the trolling have worked? No chance. 2-3 दिन में वो पूरा सुनामी पलट जाता. And then all of you all agreed with me. Had Dangal released on that day with the same amount of trolling, would the trolling have worked? No. So it was the film that was weak. A strong film would have not got affected by the trolling. Now, अभी जो कितनी जो लास्ट 10 फिल्में हिट हुई हैं, जैसे कि एनिमल हिट हुई है, स्त्री हिट हुई है, अपना पुष्पा सुपर डुपर हिट हुई है. आप ट्रोलिंग करके देख लो इन फिल्मों की, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला धंधे में. बिकॉज फिल्म में जब पावर होता है तो यू कैनॉट स्टॉप अ गुड फिल्म इज व्हाट आई बिलीव, एंड यू कैनॉट सेव अ बैड फिल्म. If a film is not working with an audience, you try what you want, it's not going to work. And if a film connects with the audience, you try stopping it. They will find a way to watch the film. They will find a way to watch the film. You cannot stop a good film. And you cannot save a bad film. That's something I believe in always. So, those are my beliefs. And I feel that there are trolls around in society. If you want to react to them, you can. I don't. I do what I believe in. And yeah.
Let's move on to some audience questions.
Sure.
We have Vishakha Kothari who has a question. Vishakha's here. Yeah. Do you want to ask a question?
Hello.
Hi, Vishakha.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's not more of a question, it's a confession to Aamir sir.
Confession,
So,
huh?
yeah.
Oh.
So my 2-year-old son, so whenever we make him to watch Bam Bam Bole song from Taare Zameen, he gets so scared and just start crying.
Oh.
Yeah, because of your Joker avatar.
Ah.
So he's so scared and he just start crying from the childhood, like
Okay.
from 6 months. So I just wonder what is your reaction and any solution to it?
Oh, I'm quite surprised actually.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, even I saw it for the first time because children love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
so
kids love it. My kids absolutely.
Actually, that's a song which almost every child is introduced to cinema through Bam Bam Bole.
no, actually he loves the song, but he just gets scared of that
Joker, no.
when you just start laughing, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he gets scared and he
वो
starts
अच्छा
crying.
आप
Yeah.
मत दिखाओ भाई उसको. क्यों टॉर्चर कर रहे हो इसको? सोल्यूशन तो बहुत सिंपल है, तुम गाना मत दिखाओ.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next one is from Krisha Jain.
I'll just ask the question so I have them here. Can we expect Andaz Apna Apna Part 2? That is for me also.
Oh. Well, I really believe that scripts have to come out organically. So Raj Santoshi is working on a version of Andaz Apna Apna 2, but it's too early for me to say that it's being made, or because until the script is ready and both Salman and I, don't love what he narrates and we say yes, until then the film actually won't be green. So it's right now very early stages. But let's all hope that he comes up with a good script.
We've all
that we
been
like. Yeah.
Next question is for Genelia. Can we expect Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na 2? And would it be with Imran or Ritesh?
Oh.
That you have to ask recently, right? Whether they will make Genelia 2. I don't know. I honestly feel it's a journey and it stops somewhere. And of course, if there's a reason to have something that enhances.
Well, if Abbas comes up with a great script for 2,
Why not?
why not? We hear it. But
As long as you don't change the actor.
see, I'm very particular that once you've made a great film, you don't want to mess with that. तो उसका sequel तभी बनेगा जब हमको actually लगता है कि ये उस that it deserves to be. If the script is really good, then we would like to do it. For any of them, whether it's Andaz Apna, whether it's Sarfarosh का भी 2 पे काम चल रहा है. But unless the script turns out really well, it will be unfair to just go ahead and make it. Yeah.
Karan has a question. Which is your favorite role of your contemporaries, Shah Rukh and Salman?
Oh, I think favorite role. I think Salman's, my favorite performances is Bajrangi Bhaijaan. And part 1 of Dabang 1 and Bajrangi Bhaijaan. I thought his performance. Shah Rukh's, I really love Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, which was a long time back, but that's one of my favorite. Even Kuch Kuch Hota Hai was one of my favorite films of Shah Rukh. Yeah. I've not seen the latest ones, Pathaan, and I've not seen Jawan.
This is a question for all three of you. From Meghna, what message do you hope viewers will take from Sitaare Zameen?
Well, first of all, I'm hoping they'll have a good time. And along with that, the film is saying some really important things. So I guess that's something I'm hoping that people will take. See, I personally feel that this is an issue which is so close to my heart. And I'll try and give you a slight feeling of what I'm feeling. कि जब हमने तारे ज़मीन पर बनाई थी तो बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जिनको लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी होती है और उस वक्त हमें पता भी नहीं था कि लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी क्या होती है. By and large in India we didn't know that. So that film really sensitized all of us to the torture that so many children are going through here, and without realizing, as parents and as teachers, we are making them go through that. So that big realization changed the lives of lakhs of people across the country, where suddenly they understood कि यार हम गलत कर रहे हैं. हमारे बच्चे को या बच्ची को हमारे हेल्प की जरूरत है, हमारी डांट की जरूरत नहीं है. That was a big shift, and it was a very important sensitization that was very important for our society. Same way in Sitaare Zameen par. This is part of nature. It could happen to you, it could have happened to me, it could happen to anyone. I could be born Down syndrome. I could have been born autistic. Now, try and see what a person goes through. We are supposedly neurotypical, correct? Now imagine what a neuroatypical person goes through. Imagine I am 7 years old, and imagine I have got Down syndrome. There is a birthday party of another child in my building society. I know that all the children are going, cake खाएंगे सब लोग, presents, sweets मिलेगी, but मुझे invite नहीं किया. तो from childhood I've been told कि नहीं, you're not welcome over here. तू थोड़ा अलग है, तू बर्थडे पार्टी में नहीं जाएगा. अभी मैं तो बच्चा हूँ, मुझे क्या मालूम डाउन सिंड्रोम क्या होता है? मुझे खाली पता है कि यार मेरे को अलाउड नहीं है. और ये एक दफा नहीं होता, ये हर दफा होता है. अब आप अपने आप को 2 सेकंड के लिए उसकी जगह पे डालो. क्या ये सही है? छोटे बच्चों के साथ हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं. You see, the fact is that this is such an important issue for our country, and it will be so for so many years we have been unaware of certain things. Actually, a neurodivergent person is same like us. उसकी भी वही जज्बात हैं, उसको भी वही डर लगते हैं, उसको भी वही खुशी होती है, उसके मन में भी मोहब्बत और प्यार है. All the desires and dreams and insecurities that you and I have, they also have. Shouldn't they be given the basic respect? Shouldn't we be aware of that? So, you see, I'll tell you why I'm saying all this is because when Lal Singh flopped, thanks to you. Sorry, joke. When Lal Singh did not do well, a lot of people, Prasanna, told me that, यार आप अभी जो फिल्म बनाने जा रहे हो, वो आप एक्शन फिल्म बनाओ. Do an action film, do some, big scale film, because that's what people want to watch today for theatrical experience. बड़ी फिल्म एक्शन एडवेंचर कुछ करो. तो अगर मुझे करना होता तो मैं एक्शन एडवेंचर आराम से कर सकता था. ये कहानी मेरे खून में घुस गई थी. और ये इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट फिल्म है हमारे समाज के लिए, हमारे सोसाइटी के लिए. ये आपको हंसाएगी, नो डाउट, और जो चीज कह रही है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज कह रही है. आखिर में हम सब ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, हम सब इज्जत चाहते हैं, हम सब चाहते हैं कि यार वी शुड ऑल्सो बी इंक्लूडेड इन एवरीथिंग. But if constantly through your life you're constantly excluded कि नहीं ये बर्थडे पार्टी में अलाउड नहीं है, स्कूल में अलाउड नहीं है, इसको स्पेशल स्कूल भेजो, तो ये जो बहुत गलत, I feel that this is a thinking that we need to re-look at. A person who is born slightly different from us doesn't deserve this kind of treatment. And I'm hoping for the day when our society, where India becomes completely inclusive and special school होना ही नहीं चाहिए, बचना ही नहीं चाहिए कोई भी, सब बच्चों को एक ही स्कूल में पढ़ना चाहिए. That is my dream. और उससे दो चीजें होंगी. एक तो जो न्यूरोडाइवर्जेंट बच्चा है, जो बच्चा है who's got intellectual disability, he will feel included at least. His brain may not start working faster because of that, but he will be growing up with children his age. He'll be playing with them. He'll be making friends with them, he or she. So what a loss it is for that child. And the bigger loss is for the neurotypical children. As parents, when we are removing neuroatypical children from schools and putting them in separate schools and all of that, we are actually being so unfair to our own children who are supposed to be neurotypical. They are not getting the opportunity to learn empathy, to learn caring, to learn how to love like they love. So I'm saying that loss, it's a win-win situation. ये loss situation है. आप अलग-अलग करके loss कर रहे हो. I'm hoping for the day, I'm hoping that this film starts that dialogue. Every child in India is important to us, yes or no? Yes. Every child is important to us. और सबका अपना अपना नॉर्मल होता है. तो क्यों उनको हम लोगों ने बाहर रखा है? क्यों उनको हम कहीं अलाउ नहीं करते? We are, as Indians, we are very proud of ourselves. As Indians, we are very proud of our humanity, our sensitivity, and of our lineage. So this is the right time for us to accept this also. It's a perfect time for us. I don't blame anyone, because at the end of the day, जब लोगों के सामने बात आती है तो उनको जरा समझ में आता है, अच्छा ये है. तो जैसे मैंने 2-4 चीजें बोली, हो सकता है आपको दिल में लगी होंगी कि हाँ आमिर करेक्ट बोल रहा है. I've never thought of this earlier. So the way we have been brought up, गुलशन का डायलॉग है, जो मेरा कैरेक्टर है, वो एकदम ऑपोजिट है निकुम सर के. He is very badly behaved, बदतमीज आदमी, गलत चीजें बोलते रहता है. वो फिल्म के एंड में बोलता है अपनी वाइफ को कि यार बचपन में जो सीखा था, जो समझा था, मैं वैसे ही हूँ. अब समझ में आ रहा है कि मुझ में हर चीज जो अपन बचपन में सीखते हैं वो शायद सही नहीं होती. तो आई एम ट्राइंग टू चेंज. सो इट्स माई ड्रीम टू सी इन इंडिया where there's complete inclusion. Entire team, starting with Prasanna, I'm very proud that this whole team has spent 3 years making a film, which is so important for us. And I don't care what roles. I'm very clear what I'm doing. I'm very clear what I'm doing, and I'm very clear what I'm doing, and I think all of us are coming from a very positive space. You know, there's a story I want to share with you. मेरे को पता नहीं किसने सुनाई थी. एक साधु था, वो अपने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ कहीं जा रहा था, तो they were crossing the river. रिवर में बाढ़ आ रही थी, तो वहाँ पे एक बिच्छू था. रिवर में वो ड्राउन हो रहा था. तो साधु ने देखा कि यार बेचारा बिच्छू ड्राउन हो रहा है, तो उसने उसको निकाला. बिच्छू ने जैसे ही उसके हाथ में आया, बिच्छू ने उसको डंक मारा. बिच्छू हाथ से छूट गया, फिर पानी में चला गया. तो साधु ने फिर उसको बचाया, फिर उसने डंक मारा, फिर पानी में गिरा. ये 7-8 दफा हुआ. Each time used to save the bichu used to bite him, used to fall into the water. Finally 7वें-8वें दफा उसने वो निकाला और उसने बैंक्स पे ऐसा करके फेंक दिया, तो बिच्छू बच गया. स्टूडेंट्स देख रहे थे ये सब. स्टूडेंट्स ने बोला कि यार सर आप बार बार आपको काट रहा है, बार बार हाथ किसी को निकाल रहे हो। तो साधु ने बोला यार बिच्छू का जो नेचर है ना वो काटने का है, तो वो अपना नेचर फॉलो कर रहा था और मेरा नेचर है बचाने का, तो मैं अपना नेचर फॉलो कर रहा हूं। और ऐसा तो मुमकिन नहीं है, ऐसा तो मुमकिन नहीं है कि मेरा नेचर उसके नेचर से हारेगा, तो मैं तो उसको बचाते रहूंगा। तो कितने दफा भी मेरे को काटे, मैं उसको बचाते रहूंगा। So we all have to follow our own nature. So I'm following what is my nature.
We love you, sir. And as an audience member, I want to thank you for repeatedly with your work, sensitizing us, for teaching us concepts like dyslexia, which we had no idea about, for teaching us about neurodivergent and neurotypical. Thank you so much, sir. We love you. We love
Thank
you
you
very
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir, not yet. So keep clapping, keep clapping. As much as we love Taare Zameen, I'm sure we're going to fall in love with Sitaare Zameen again and again and again and again and again. आमिर सर से तो सबसे पहली बात ये बोलने की, किसी दिन अगर आप जो जीते हुए सिकंदर का क्विज रखेंगे, I am going to win it.
Quiz.
Yes.
Oh, जो जीता।
आपके साथ में, if in case we both play together, I have seen it so many times. It is impossible that you can win against me.
Okay.
But that's just me probably being nice to you because I really, really love you. Sir, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. Hello Genelia ma'am. Hello Prasanna sir. Hello Agreed sir. That chat was extremely important, extremely correct. Thank you so much. We have some sponsors also which have made this evening possible for us. So we're going to ask a few questions if you don't mind me.
Sure.
So the first question for you, Aamir sir, is what's the most sustainable costume that you've had so far in all these years, and you've probably worn it a couple of times in your life? Anything from any film, चाहे वो costume हो, चाहे वो कोई accessory हो.
मैंने तो अपनी सारी फिल्मों के जो मेन कॉस्ट्यूम्स हैं किरदार के मैंने अपने पास रखे हुए हैं. So I have all of them with me.
And do you sustainably use them at
Once in a while, yeah, once in a while. In fact, मैंने कुछ साल पहले एक ऐड किया था, इनोवा का पहला ऐड था,
जी.
in which I was playing 6 characters
जी.
of my previous films. The reason I was able to play them so authentically was I was wearing the actual clothes of those characters that were in those films. I had all of them with me,
Right.
so I could actually play all of them. So, but I do. Well, there's one T-shirt I always wear when India plays cricket.
Right.
There's one lucky T-shirt of mine.
Right.
Whenever India is playing against any other country and I'm watching, I make sure I wear that T-shirt and sit.
And you just change your mouth because the mouth changes the way you act. This is what we learned from your video.
Sorry, sir.
So I'm just making notes. I said you just need to change your mouth along with your costume. क्योंकि मुंह बदलने से इंसान का जो कैरेक्टर है वो बदल जाए.
अच्छा, the shape of.
जो आज आपने कहा.
Yeah. You just think about it. You try.
बस मेरे homework में
आप मिरर में जाओ और अपना माउथ का शेप चेंज करो, आपकी पर्सनालिटी चेंज हो जाएगी. हाँ, बताओ.
सर ऐसी चालू है क्या? हाँ तो इधर करना. Genelia, this question is for you. कहा जाता है you can't repeat outfits if you are in the spotlight. ठीक है, हम तो outfits repeat करते हैं. ठीक है, आप तो actor हैं. पता नहीं, मतलब I don't know.
No, I don't believe in that at all. I repeat outfits if I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, I won't. But if I feel like it, I will. There are some clothes that I'm really comfortable, and I think you all have shot me many times circling and saying same outfit, which is fine. It doesn't matter to me. In fact, if you're talking about sustainability, I love using Videsh's clothes most of the time. So I really don't fall for something like that. I like dressing up, I like being my best, but I also like being comfortable, and I'll use something that is absolute comfort for me again and again, even if it's not in trend.
As an actor, what do you think sustainability is, and what have you learned about sustainability through films, and what would you like to tell the audience here? Through films, yes.
So films is tough because you do a different character every time, so obviously there's a newer take to what you're wearing. But I do think, and I think most films also today, we used to change from top to bottom our entire costume while doing a lot of work, and now when you realize it's just a montage, you can repeat the jeans and use another shirt with it. I think a lot of actors still feel that they have to change the whole thing, but some of us at least feel that it's pointless and you can use 10 tops with that pair of jeans and, you know, just be a lot more sustained. But in real life, I feel coming from a place of having to change a wardrobe because it's this and because it's that, I realized to limit my wardrobe.
Yeah.
So I don't buy clothes unnecessarily. I don't buy clothes abroad at all. I mean, you know, very few, just my athleisure, my gym clothes I buy a little bit abroad. But otherwise, I do buy everything from India. I'm very,
For my style.
But if I had to, you can't.
For my style.
But if I had to, you can't pick Aamir sir's name or Genelia ma'am's name. If you had to pick any name, but who's would you pick?
The most stylish
And sustainable.
for me, apart from these
Yes.
two sitting next to me, is Rajnikant. Rajni sir.
I was going to say that.
Nice one.
No, अभी बोलना है.
Nice one.
Rajni sir.
Rajni sir.
Very
It's
amazing.
just relax, listen. Yeah.
The style is impeccable and the answers were too. Can we please quickly clap and call the call?
You know what happened? I met Rajni sir some months back and I'm a big fan of his. So he said, nice pants you're wearing and all that. What is that? वो जो मैं पहनता हूँ ना धोती टाइप का. वो actually धोती नहीं लेकिन धोती लगता है. It's actually pants but you know
So
videos.
वो गोवा वाला जो एक.
So I've sent him 4 of those pants of mine. Yeah, and he wears them, I believe.
This is sustainability inside the industry. It's amazing, sir. That's amazing. Can we have some virtual hampers, Advait, if you could just do the honors of giving it to Genelia ma'am, to Prasanna sir as well. We have a few more questions before you go. Please sit down. Just you can keep the hampers next to you. ये आमिर सर के लिए सवाल है. We all know him for all the transformations he's taken and done. Dangal was for me the biggest transformation. Sir, आपके लिए fastest transformation किस किरदार के लिए था? For which character did you do the fastest transformation?
Fastest.
Because I know that you take a lot of time in order to get into the shoes of the character.
Sitaare Zameen.
Yes, fastest. So, no, man.
You said you are the least prepped for Sitaare Zameen.
In a sense, yeah. No, he's talking about fastest transformation.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
could
he
be
asked.
mentioned, it could be physical. Any character that you think you turant quickly transform for
So I
the
would
role.
say Shakti Kumar from Secret Superstar because that was based on you. Transform था he was
No, I don't know. I'm not known for my speed.
That's absolutely
So
fine.
आपने जहाँ बोला fastest तो मैं confused हो गया. कौन सा
मैं slow गया, जैसे ही fast है I become slow.
slowest बोलते तो मेरे पास आंसर होता. Fastest में मैं confused हो गया. Fast को तो अभी किया ही नहीं मैंने.
That's okay. Genelia, अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि what's something subtle about you that plays the biggest role when you step onto the set of any film? What is the most subtle about you which plays the biggest role when you set foot onto any set? Yes, Aamir sir, आप बता सकते
That's
हैं.
fine.
So sweet. That is true. Stop smiling. We're all falling in love again and again. Ritesh bolega, we just gonna do it. Prasanna sir, sorry, this is the last one. If your smile had a story, what would the epic moment of your life be? अगर आपकी जो मुस्कान है, उसकी कोई कहानी होती, कोई ऐसी कहानी जब आप मुस्कुराए and something changed, the world changed around you. What story can you recollect?
क्या tough questions पूछती है यार ये. बाप रे.
सर आप इतने टफ मतलब मोमेंट दे रहे हैं हमें जीवन में. आपकी आंखों से आंसू आ गए.
अच्छा मुझे नहीं पूछा.
IIT exam.
मैं
I
तो
also
confused हो
like the
गया.
fact that she translated from English to Hindi, hoping that I would understand better.
You know what? While I was doing that,
No, it's very kind of you. Can you just repeat it in English?
what is the most epic smile story according to you?
story.
Epic smile. When you smiled and everything was great, nice, etc. Yes.
Okay, so whatever I understood from your question, epic smile, I think the most important smile for me, which is epic, is my wife's smile.
So sweet.
So when I see her smile, I'm happy.
So sweet. Very good. Can you please clap for this
Wow.
fantastic panel and watch the guys and people on the
सही आंसर दिया उसने. सीखना पड़ेगा प्रसन्न से.
Aamir sir, Genelia ma'am और प्रसन्ना सर साथ में अद्वैत के लिए ढेर सारी तालियां. मेरा नाम प्लेट है. Can we please call upon Madhuha on stage? Thank you.
Thank you.
Straight after that, and ladies and gentlemen, I want all of you all to once again make some noise for the entire cast. Sitaare Zameen, Aamir, Genelia, producer, Arif Krishna, and our very, very talented director, writer, and moderator for this session, Adwait Chandan. Thank you so much for being here.